25% gains, guys. Let's fucking go. Shooting for 40% though. Our plan today on the 30-minute time frame on SPY is, so if we trade SPY today or QQQ, what we're gonna do is take the next day expiration. So I'm so glad I wait for 15-minute closes. Look at how sellers just stepped in out of nowhere and took major control. So today's gonna be a little bit of a different trading experience. I'm gonna test it out. My fellow traders, happy Thursday. Time is currently 6:37, so 7 minutes into the market being open. And let's show you guys what we're looking at for today. CoinShot swung AVGO calls on an earnings report and turned it from 161 to 440. That's a fat gain. Here's SPY on the 15-minute time frame. You can see that we are holding above basically yesterday's highs, which is right here a little bit, and also this Fibonacci retracement level. Now look at the support here, guys. Decent support holding, so I'm not bearish unless we break below the support and start going below pre-market low and also start taking out these recent lows too. So I am a little bit bullish today. Of course, doesn't mean I'm going to enter calls right away, but I'm just seeing that the market is holding its levels here. So let's see what happens, and if we catch any intraday movements, then I'll catch a trade. So far, I don't have no trade setups. Don't really have much levels to play off of other than NVIDIA calls above this Fibonacci level and probably some SPY calls later on too. SPY is kind of in the area where I actually don't plan on trading anything, or it's kind of in the area where you actually have to be very cautious, because if you look a little bit to the left side on the 4-hour time frame or even the higher time frames, you'll see that there's a lot of price action here. There's a lot of areas where we can easily reject or just chop around here. Let me show you guys too. We're at on the 4-hour time frame. We're kind of just in this big area where we just tend to chop around in. We're not really creating no strong movements to either direction, where you can see this is a nice strong upwards trend, very strong trend, downwards, upwards, sideways, boom. So like, guys, this action right here is not really doing much. So you got to be very careful. Now, one thing that I can do is I can see that, yeah, we did create an uptrend here, sideways action here, sell off here, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, and here we are kind of just in a little bit of an uptrend. So on a higher scale, I can see that we kind of are uptrending here in this small little area. So that is something to keep in mind. That's how my brain thinks. But even then, when you look at the price action, look at support and resistance areas are just really ugly here. Now, I do have a lot of stuff going on, as you can see, but we'll see what we can catch. So far, it's a little bit bullish, and let's see what the market gives us today. So if we trade SPY today or QQQ, what we're going to do is take the next day expirations or even 2 days later just to save ourselves and see how those play out. Look at the sauce in the Discord. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all got to join up in here. So much active chatters talking every single day. Look at the trade ideas tab. Nice breakdown of some very solid plays, especially Apple here as well. Very important to get into this Discord. It's free. Link in my bio. Go on my website and join the Discord. Our plan today on the 30-minute time frame on SPY is we already broke below the support, as I mentioned earlier. Now we need to break down this support here, and I'm going to take Monday expirations, which are going for about $300 a piece. Here's the 5 minutes on SPY. And if we break below this most recent level here, I'm definitely going to enter some puts here on a break and retest and just let them ride down as best as I can and watch the higher time frames for a break. And of course, my first price target will be 590, which is this general area right here, which I'm probably going to actually draw a price target here. That's going to be my plan today, guys. If we don't get it, then we don't get it. If bulls take control here, then I don't really want to take calls until we get way back above pre-market high, which is pretty far above. So we need to pump again back up another like $4 for we take calls. Puts definitely look more in favor. We just need to wait patiently for our setup. So far, our market is chopping around, but I do believe once this chop ends, which is looking already bearish, I think we'll see some puts to the downside. But that's why I'm so glad I wait for 15-minute closes. Look at how sellers just stepped in out of nowhere and took major control. If I was trading just the 5 minutes and I took the retest on the 5 minute, I would have got clapped. But the 15-minute is what I like to enter on. Look at 15-minute closes in 1 second, and look at the way that 15-minute candle just faked everybody out. What I'm looking for is this. We need to break below this little support area here, and I'm going to price target these areas. So it's going to be a fat ass drop. I mean, I'm talking about almost like that's a $6 drop. I highly doubt we'll actually get a $6 drop, but we can catch a nice gain in here. Maybe price target 590 first. But either way, this is what I'm looking for, guys. So I do got to head out of here, but guys, this is my plan. I'm going to take a trade today. This is my trade plan for today. I'm going to enter in for about $600 total. I'm going to go in for pretty big amounts, correct? And then I'm going to take a next week expiration, probably Monday, probably Tuesday. Either way, I'm going to go in for $600 total, $500 total, whichever one I feel comfortable with. And then I'm going to go in, click a 30 to 40 to 50% gain, which I already did the math in my head. A 10% stop loss of $600 entry is $60. A 30% gain of a $600 entry is $180. So a $60 risk of losing to $180 potential gain. Now, of course, I honestly plan on holding on to it a lot longer than 30%. That's my plan. So I'm going to buy a next week expiration And on top of that, guys, I'm going to trade the higher time frame. I'm going to enter on the 30 minutes or the hourly time frame. That's what I'm going to do this time. So today's going to be a little bit of a different trading experience. I'm going to test it out. And the reason why I'm doing this is just because the market's chopping around today. I cannot take same-day expirations with this kind of chop. I was thinking about taking Friday expirations, but even with the chop, I'm noticing that those are also losing value too. Monday expirations don't really lose that much value through the chop, to be honest. I only lose about $10 to $20. So we'll see how it goes. That's my plan, guys. 30-minute time frame to an hourly time frame entry with a 10% stop loss to 15% stop loss with a 30 to 50% price target. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And if I do enter, I'll show you guys. If I don't take any trades today, then we'll just wrap it up, come back home, and show you guys that we took no trades. And of course, I'm gonna be very, very transparent. So right now, currently, no trades. You guys can see. And this is what I'm watching on SPY.
It's usually automatic payment. And you only have 100 days to pay it off. Yeah, but oh yeah, of course.
To this trade here off of a nice breakdown. Now, the reason why I entered was also because the breakdown of that trend, guys. That candle before it, which I'll show you guys later on my computer, is a nice seller candle. Now, there is a triple bottom here. The only issue is we need to break down below for some more gains. We need to break down that support. The moment we break down below 591.50, we're eating. Currently sitting at 17%. And the moment we get a break below, guys, we're going to print 25% gains, guys. Let's fucking go. Shooting for 40%, though. We closed out on that trade. I'm very glad I did. Now, my entry was fire. We caught the very top. I'm going to show you guys how much I went in for and what I exited at. So, you guys can see, I bought one contract for $298, sold it at $363, guys. Almost an hour hold, and we made $68. And we made $68 on that trade for almost a whole hour hold. Now, I got in at 10:17, sold it at 11:03, and you guys can see the 10:15 candle or 10:17, just 2 minutes after this one, is right there. Exited here. Nice trade. Back home, we're going to wrap up the vlog, and we're going to go over my P&L for today and show you guys what other trade that we took, because guess what? We took another trade. So we went on the second trade for a total of $600 and took a haircut of 10% L, and I'll show you guys what it was. But overall, what I'm very excited about, guys, today is the fact that I did exactly what I said I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you guys my chart right now and give you guys the trade recap for why I entered the trade that I took on the first one. And then also I'll show you guys what I entered on the second one. As you can see, this is not a screenshot. This is my actual P&L. And I'm only up $9 on the day after I took a second trade. Now, the second trade that I went in, I entered for a total of $624. Sold them both at $297. I don't know why it says I lost connection, but anyways, my first trade, I took $295 all the way to $363. Guys, this was such a good trade. I sold it at 23%, unfortunately. Now, these saw 30%. I was up over $90 on the day at one point on this trade here. And I'm going to show you guys that as well, because I'm going to show you guys how I entered it and why I entered it and what was the reason. Then I decided to enter again for a quick scalp, literally an hour after the market or before the market closes. Bought one for $309, another one for $324, sold it at $287, and that is how I am down or up. I mean, $9 on a day only. Before we get into the trade recap, guys, what I appreciate about buying next week's expirations, mind you, it's Thursday today, and I bought Tuesday's expirations for puts, literally at the money, as close as I can get. Not in the money, at the money, although in the money wasn't that bad either. But either way, caught next week's expirations, and guys, to be honest, I'm loving that a lot more. You know why? Because when there's a small pullback, which we're about to go in the charts right now and show you guys, I only was down 3 to 5%. At one point, when I entered the first trade, I was only down 3 to 5% on a small pullback. But if I trust the trade plan and hold all the way to my price target, actually, I was even shooting for even more, all the way down to 590. I just saw 30% and still wanted more. I even kept saying in the Discord, guys, remember, if you guys are not in the Discord, go join it. It's free. I kept saying in the Discord, I want to see 590. I want these puts to go all the way down to 590. Even though I was up 30% and there's two members in it that I sold at 20%, one at 25%, I still tried my best to hold. Even though I saw 32%, 31%, I still wanted more, guys. I was trying to shoot for 40 to 50% gain. Remember, when I left, I said, I'm going to trade the higher time frames because overall, I am bearish. And what I'm looking at is, here's my actual chart. What I was looking at is every time we hit this general area, or specifically this Fibonacci retracement level, it bounces in pre-market. But look at this. At open, first 30 minutes gets a candle close below. Then the next 30 minutes, another candle close below. Now, I expected us to continue on to the downside, but we didn't. Bull stepped in just a little bit, guys. I'm showing you guys, I'm talking about each candle to tell you guys how my mind thinks. Bull stepped in, took control, reject of this trend, back down to the downside. Then again, buyers take control, fake out to the upside because this is a strong candle close to the upside, decent volume. So this is a fake out here for the buyers. I'm pretty sure a lot of people loaded up calls here, which I do know some members, unfortunately, that did as well. And reject back to the downside. And the reason why I entered calls, guys, I entered calls a little bit early. Now, the reason why I, to be honest, entered a little bit early is because I drew this trend on the 15 minutes, which I should probably hop on the 15 minutes and show you guys. So I drew this trend on the 15-minute time frame. You can see it's a nice little trend. If we break it, of course, I expected some downside. Now, I entered in as we were breaking it down to the downside. The reason why is because look at this long candle to the upside. Long wick to the upside, indicating that sellers stepping in. Plus, if you go on a 30-minute time frame, long wick to the upside, indicating that sellers are stepping in. Another long wick to the upside. So a long wick to the upside just indicate that sellers are stepping in. And they did take control. They stepped in one more time here. And I decided, you know what? It looks like we're going to break this trend. And we did. Got in here, sold at the bottom of this wick here. And I'm going to show you guys in 5 minutes what that looks like. So I entered at 10:17, guys. First contract, 10:17, 11:03 a.m. is when I sell. 10:17 is this area right here. This area or this candle at 10:15 a.m., 2 minutes later after this candle, before this candle closes, I entered at 10 on this candle here, guys, okay? Now, this is the 5 minutes, though. I'm not watching the 5 minutes. I'm trading the 30 minutes. I'm showing you guys what it looks like on the 5 minutes. I took these entry here and sold it on this candle here. Guys, that was such a good trade. We saw 30% here. Bounces back to 15% or like 20-ish%. Buyer step in. Seller stepping again, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just sell it here. And the reason why I sell it there is because, to be honest, look at my zone. It's just holding that zone. I was hoping that we would get a close here, maybe a little bit of a bounce back or a little bit of a pullback, and then a sell-off here and another sell-off here, but we never got that sell-off. So I just said, you know what? Let me just close it here for a nice 23%, and we sold it for a nice 23%. That wraps up today's video, and the whole point of why I did today's video, or the whole point of all this, guys, and I hope you guys are learning from me as well, is the fact that, look, I'm trying to learn which contracts are the best to take in my favor. Of course, as traders, we got to find the best setup in our favor, as well as we got to find the best contracts. So instead of taking 0 days to expirations, instead, I'm going to try to trade next week's or next couple days out instead. And again, going for the same entry model, $300 contracts, entries, 30% to 10% stop loss to 30% stop, to a 10% stop loss and a 30% price target, a 1 to 3. Now, I saw a 1 to 3 today. I saw the 1 to 3. I didn't sell at the 1 to 3 because I wanted more. I wanted a 1 to 4. Again, guys, I'm going to do my absolute best to try to shoot for higher price targets, higher rewards, and small stop losses, or medium risk, high reward. It doesn't matter if I take a 15, 20% cut as long as I'm taking a 1 to 3 every time. So if I take a 20% cut, that means I need to take a 60% gain in order for me to get a 1 to 3. Just know that and keep that in mind if you are a trader, and also you want to make sure you're collecting a nice profits. The reason why I say that is because, for an example, and it happened many times in my vlogs and you guys seen it, I can take 2 losses, but then the next trade can cover me back all my losses and some more and put me back in the green on the day. Or if I take 3 L's, then it is what it is. I just step away from the computer. But if I take 2 losses and 1 win, that 1 win will always put me back in profits, or at least above a little bit at break even. Of course, there's different circumstances. Sometimes I might shoot for that 1 to 3, get that 1 to 3 or 1 to 2 or almost to 1 to 3, 1 to 2.5. And then I just get that pullback and I sell at 20%. Either way, guys, hope you guys been enjoying these vlogs. I hope you guys are learning a lot, because what I'm trying to do in these videos, guys, is explain to you guys how my mind thinks when I'm trading, why I'm entering these trades. The break and retest is by far my favorite strategy. And I'm also being very transparent and showing you guys my P&L every single day and telling you guys which trades I'm entering in, and also trying to tell you guys the sauce behind it all. And do not forget, I have a free Discord with a lot of educational information, as well as my trade ideas, as well as economic news tabs, earning reports tabs, and so much more, guys. We even go live in the voice chat lately. It's been a lot of fun. And next week, we're going to go live again. So I hope to see you guys in there, and I hope to see you guys in the trade zone. Let's get it, and let's have a blessed Friday. It's Thursday. Let's kill it.